remembers, but when I was working FedEx, I would put my phone in my vest pocket, and I would just continue talking while I was driving, so that the phone would stay like this. It would be right here, and the quality was much better. And I actually just tried to swing my hoodie around my body and put it in my hood, but it didn't work. And I want to restart the whole show, honestly, because that was a ghetto-ass intro. But whatever. So today is January 24th, 2025. And so if you listen to yesterday's show, you'll know that I was quite frustrated, there's a lot of distaste for everything that I got going on, and in doing so, in talking about all of that, I created a lot of clarity for myself, which is great, and I think I just have to focus on the big picture rather than the now. And some stuff that I was thinking about today was just getting so focused on whatever thing that I'm working on and only focus on that. And the reason why I feel like that's not even the answer is because it's not that I'm lacking, I have to move my phone here. It's not that I lack the ability to focus. I mean, I do, but it's not that. It's that I am dedicating so much to every other part of what I have going on when I don't need to be doing that. I don't need to be trying to make, for example, the Allegian Excellence podcast. I shouldn't be trying to make an hour-long episode every single day not every single day, every single week, and I only have it go on once a week, or maybe try for 2 or whatever, because the goal is to make those the long form, the big helpful ones. And there's that. And then I have the newsletter idea, and that would require me to write more and then upload it and schedule it and all that shit. And then I've got this podcast, and I have to do it every single day. That's the goal anyway, if I want to make this a real thing every single day. Because, it's one thing to say, hey, I recorded a podcast every single day for 20 years. And then it's another thing to say, hey, I recorded a podcast every single day for 20 years except one day in 2025. It's just, there's an asterisk, And I don't want an asterisk. I just want to be able to say, I've recorded a podcast every day for 20 years. The shorter you can make that statement, I think the more badass it is. Because when people start saying, oh, I did this, and this, except on this, but with this in place, and I didn't do this, except for when this happened. It's like, dude, great, it's a great accomplishment, but what did you even do, But anyway, so I got this podcast, then I got to make content, right? And I say I've got to, I get to, I have the opportunity to, but it just rolls off the tongue, it's just what I say, so whatever. Got to make content, all that stuff. Got to work my normal job. I have to do that. And then I have the shadow coaching opportunity. Oh, by the way, yesterday, I'm fully aware that the Mina call was not added on to the end of that show. So I'll probably just add it on to the end of this one. So again, the call that will be added that was supposed to be added to the show yesterday will be on the end of today. So when you're hearing this, it's 2 days ago that this call occurred, but whatever. So I've got the shadow coaching, which is about 10 to 12 hours per week. Then I've got this podcast, which is about 7 hours a week total. I'd say about 4 to 7 hours total. And then I've got, actually the one-on-one, the shadow coaching is more like 14 to 15 because I have those 2 Zoom calls that I take part in. So then we have this podcast, 4 to 7 hours per week. Then I'm not doing anything with the newsletter, but if I were to, maybe another 2 hours, but I'm not, so don't worry about that. And then the social media content, that's a big one. Have to write it, edit it, film it, all this stuff. It just takes time. So, 10 to 15 hours. And then we've got the Allegian Excellence podcast, and that takes time. Right now I'm doing bare minimum. I'm doing 1 episode a week. It's taking me 30 to 40 minutes to do it all, and that's that. And then I work my full-time job. Obviously, that's 40 to 50 hours per week. So, and then, I'm hitting the gym every day. That's another hour, 5 times a week. So 5 hours. So all these things add up, and I had a thought. So I was at the gym. By the way, I did a workout today. It was just pull-ups. All I did was 50 5-second negatives on pull-ups. That was my workout. That was it. It took me about an hour, and it took me about 45 minutes to do. And that was so hard. My forearms are on fire. My back feels insane. And so, yeah. So there's that. But I was at the gym, and I was thinking, the only reason why I'm feeling so much overwhelm is because I'm trying to put 100% effort into all these different things. I guess 100% effort is not the right thing. I am putting 100% effort. I'm trying to make everything perfect and make it a finished, cool, polished off product when it doesn't need to be that. Because when I do pursue something else at its fullest extent, it takes away from the focus on the other things. So, for example, I really want to keep the Allegian Excellence podcast. I don't want that to be something that I have to put on pause, because I truly believe that to be something that can be an aid to what I'm doing now. And so I thought, how can I just absolutely streamline the fuck out of this? Double down on it, but also make it take half the time. And the first thought that I had was, what if I just made that show instead of long form shit? What if it was just right now, a whole bunch of 10-minute episodes? And maybe some of you are laughing like, oh, well, you said this podcast was going to be 2 minutes long. Yeah, I did. And here we are. So, but the Allegian Excellence podcast, what if I just sat down on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning or whatever, who gives a fuck when, and I just had 7 topics I wanted to cover, and I just spent no longer than 10-15 minutes on each one, and I just recorded all of them in one sitting, and that was it. What if I just did that? Because if they were all 10 minutes long, just for easy math, say they're all 10 minutes long, say it takes me 5 minutes to write about it, upload it, schedule it, all that shit for each one, so say 15 minutes. So we'll just round up for 20. So 20 minutes for 7 episodes, that's an hour and 20 minutes, because that's 140 minutes. So 2 hours, 20 minutes. So 2 hours, 20 minutes to have this thing pumping out podcasts every single day. I think that is just such a smarter move than trying to make one big long form piece of content per week and then feel like shit. This is the key point. And then feel like shit that I'm not putting out enough pieces of content or enough podcasts, when in reality, the 10-second ones might even be better, because people can listen to them quicker and they won't be so intimidated or turned off by such a long show. Because for me personally, when I come across a new podcast or something like that, if I see that the episode is 3.5 hours long, my first thought is I'll listen to it, but I'm not going to listen to the whole thing unless it's really, really good. I mean, unless it's very good and I'm very interested. So maybe if they were all 9 minutes, because it's just the whole visual. If something's 10 minutes, it's got 4 digits. If it's 9 minutes, it's got 3 digits. Just the visual. It's like why something costs $9.97 rather than $10. $9.97 appears to look and feel cheaper than $10. It's just the psychology of what you look when you look at something. I think there was some, I don't know, I think this might be bogus. Somebody let me know if it is. But I think they did some kind of survey, and they found that when something costs, if the price of the thing is $300, if it costs $299 versus $298 versus $297, and of course versus $300, apparently, and I think they went $296, $295, something like that. When it was positioned at $297, apparently that was the number that people went with. This seemed like the go-to option, the cheaper option. And I don't know how they position these numbers, and this could be bogus. I just heard it somewhere, and I don't know if this is true or not, but if that is true, it's very interesting. But anyway, maybe I'll make all the episodes 9 minutes long. And that just allows me to get quick messages out, get my point across, and then shut the fuck up, move on to the next thing. And when I was in the gym, I had this thought. When I thought about this, I really felt a sense of, dude, my good Lord, bro. When I thought about this, holy shit, what's going on, dude? I was at the gym, I had this thought, and when I thought about this, it brought a lot of relief to me to think that I could spend the same amount of time and get 7 times the results for my work. If I just think a little bit more and prepare a little bit more about the thing that I want to talk about, I could get that done. Now, obviously that's 7 topics that I would have to talk about, but if I'm making all these different other pieces of content, then I should be able to very quickly piece together something, talk about it for 9 minutes. So that's the idea with all that. And again, right now it's an idea, but it's Friday, I'm coming home from work, just got done from the gym. It's 2:30, going to bed at 9:30. So I've got some time to get some shit done. And so today I'd like to really just focus on this as much as I can, obviously with the other commitments that I have. I just want to make sure that I can get the stuff done. So with all this, the other thought that I had was I really need to schedule days to be specific things rather than trying to do a little bit here, a little bit there. For example, when I think about everything that I need to work on a day-to-day basis, I kind of get, I don't know what the right term is, but I just get very turned off at the thought that, okay, today I really need to make content, but also I have to do a role play. Also, I need to work on the shadow coaching project. Also, I need to attend a Zoom call. Also, I need to go grocery shopping. Also, I need, rather, instead of doing that, what I need to do is say, hey, Wednesdays, that's life day. I got to do my laundry, do my grocery shopping, do all my meal preps, do all the whatever. And then, okay, so Monday I have a Zoom call. I don't go to the gym on Monday, so that's going to be the day where I just grind out shit for the coaching, for the shadow coaching opportunity, and get that out of the way. That way I get a good chunk of hours done. See, even me just talking about this provides so much clarity. But that way I get a good chunk of hours done for the week. That way it's Monday and I already have about 5 or 6 hours logged for the week. That makes me feel better about getting my time in because I got to work 10 to 12 hours for this guy. And that's kind of, that's what I need to do. Just batch things out, schedule days to be days. And honestly, when I think about it, when I go back and forth with myself, it's like, well, I don't want to go a whole day without thinking about my business, But I think that's my hang up. I just am trying to focus on everything all at once. And if I would just split it up, put it into sections, time block it off, I'm sure things would be much, much better. Much, much better. But yesterday was it's good that I had this extreme discouragement and frustration or whatever you want to call it. Because it just creates more clarity of mind, talking about it, trying to figure things out. So anyway, I don't know what else I want to talk about. So I'm going to end it here. So here's the one-on-one call, the one-on-one call with Mina. It was an hour long. Talked about a whole lot of stuff, but here it is. Peace out, guys.
You join itself, like when you click on a link, before you actually join it, there's like a symbol for mic and video. Just turn that on.
Okay. It's annoying because it pops up with this, and I have to go down there and click it, and then it lags for a sec. It's just so annoying. So.
Do you have a Zoom app?
Yeah.
Your laptop, you should be able to just do that, the default setting.
Okay. I'll look into that.
Yeah, how's everything going? Thank you for actually moving this meeting like twice, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, this works out better for me, so yeah, no problem at all. No problemo.
How's your day been? Good?
Yeah, dude, I'm really hard on myself, so like I just feel like I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? Like in life.
That feeling never goes away.
Yeah, I've learned that, because like some days I'll have great days, and then I'll go to bed and I'm like, yeah, today was good, and then it's just so hard to replicate that. I probably had like 3 good days.
That feeling never goes away. You just feel like you just never are doing enough. You know what I mean? That's
exactly how I feel. I mean, even the projects I'm working on for you, I'm like, fuck, what do I even tell them? That's really what goes through my head,
But dude, I'll tell you, like, even like my most productive days are, like today I've been on like, how many calls? 11, 12, something like that, total. Like, even today, I'm just like, did I even fucking do much today?
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever.
It never goes away, huh?
But that's like the promising part of this. Like you look at me, bro. I look like a fucking mess. My barber's on his way, so he can cut me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like, it's just like one of those days for me personally. Like I'll tell you, like sales calls today, fucking shit. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not qualifying people enough.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I went for like you have those days where you go 3 for 3, 4 for 4. I'm fucking great. Then you have those days where it's just like today I went 1 for 5. Actually, technically 1 for 4 or something like that, because my last call stood me up. Just garbage.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah, she's like one of those girls, like she's just continually like swiped up and shit on my shit. So then I just like finally, my VA ran her through the script. She was so interested. Cool, books a call. I even sent her my follow-up voice note. I always do that to help with show up. Like I almost never get showed up, but blown up. But today was one of those times. I'm just like, fuck. So whatever. Besides the point. So
I guess it's part of the game, huh?
Yeah, you got to keep a level head when you have all these calls, because like they're not always going to go your way.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
And then I had like another piece of crap client. Besides the point.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about what you've been doing, because you've been in my opinion, you've been super efficient. And for me, like I want to be able to. I don't want to be the bottleneck in this process.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want things to be. Sorry. I don't want things to be held or delayed because of me, right? Because like obviously I have so many different other things that's going on, but at the end of the day, like what we're doing is so important, dude. You have no idea.
Yeah.
So tell me, is there anything right now that that you're waiting for me on?
No, no, I don't think there's anything. I'm sure there will be in the future. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, I'm listening.
Okay, the whole screen went black for me for a sec.
Yeah,
anyway,
I was just sharing my screen. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in Gamma, like once I put all the info in there, I'm sure I'll be like, hey, run through this, because there's so much. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fat to trim. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then rewording things, inserting pictures here, because Gamma is cool, but it has some drawbacks. Like you can't just put a photo wherever. It's got to be within the bounds of certain things. For example, so you know that handbook you sent me, that Google Drive one?
Yeah, that was on Canva.
Yeah. So that one looks, I think, better than what Gamma could do automatically. So, but it does have other cool features like the drop down nested, which I think is badass. So, but yeah,
I mean, like I get what you're saying, because the pictures kind of like the fact that you can't do your pictures suck.
Yeah, it's like you have this room to do photos, and it's got to be like, yeah.
Well, I've been like, there's a way to rearrange it like size wise. Mm-hmm. Like, Gamma. Hopefully I'm still signed in. Cool. So let's go like here. So like here, for example.
There you go. Okay.
Like there's different ways about it. You have to click on it and resize it. There's also a way on I had one more. No, it wasn't this one. Pause, please. Sorry.
No worries.
Fuck. I'm losing my fucking mind. Here. All right. Just go through the old-fashioned way. We'll go to fast food options on the go. Nice. So like here, you see like I resized all of these so that it actually has room for the picture and the testimonial.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So you can choose like different aspects and stuff to kind of change things, but you're right. Like I can't move this in Gamma and put it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to be able to play around with it. So whatever. Honestly, it doesn't have to look like too crazy. Of course.
I'm sure it doesn't really even matter that much. I mean, we're talking 0.1% of what it can do, you know?
I know, but I'm just like, sometimes I'm just a perfectionist with where pictures are and shit.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. That's why I was like, oh man, is Gamma the way to go? But yeah, I think it is.
I know, because of the one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so onboarding is moving along. I want to get ahead of myself and start taking videos of certain things.
Okay.
So where can I find what videos you need me to do? Is it over here?
So go to, hold on, where the hell would it be? Dude, I'm so sorry. See, in my head, I'm like, I'm so organized, but then you're like, where is it? I'm like, I don't know.
No, you're good.
I think it's at the very bottom of the handbook, the green one. I think it's at the very, very bottom. Let's see.
Wait, I remember there was somewhere else.
Wait, where the hell?
Yeah, right here. Isn't this it?
What did you do? Yeah, no, yeah, I just crossed. Yep, that's it right there.
Okay, so which ones actually need to be videos?
Let me see if I can find it real quick so I can be with you. Okay. How do I? Let me uncheck all these.
And by the way, like videos for me, like I kind of just want to find. Do you have a program or something like an app that can record my screen while I'm on the phone with a with a circle of me? Like sort of is like does a Loom app do that?
Yeah. So does Nito Record. Yeah, Loom does.
Ambassador. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll just do the Loom thing. To be honest, with like a lot of the app things, I think that'll probably make the most sense, right? Because
What's really cool is you can actually download. Do you have the Everfit on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
like where I work all the time for Everfit.
The app itself?
No, I use the desktop version.
Okay, so if you download the client app on your computer, you can still run a Loom, and you can have the photo of you while you're taking a screen recording of what the client would see, and you can also use your mouse.
Wait, there's an Everfit app that looks like a phone?
So when you download the Everfit app on your MacBook, it's not made for MacBook, so it works as though it's an iPhone app. So it's like the rectangular view. And so,
no fucking way.
Yeah. And so actually what I do is I have your app on my phone, your coaching on my phone, and on my laptop I have my own. So it's two different things. That's how I kind of stay organized. But the reason why I say that is because you can use Loom and you can make it pop up with your face and have a mouse. So you can, because if you're doing a screen recording, it's just a screen recording. You can't like point to things. So it's just a little tip.
Wait, so if you're if you're speaking in a way that if you're telling me what I think you're telling me, you just blew my fucking mind.
Okay. Well,
the Everfit client app, right? I'm gonna download that on my desktop.
Yeah, the white one.
I have a Mac desktop. Yeah, the white one.
Yep. Well, you got 5 computers or what?
Basically.
Nice.
Stupid. It's actually pretty stupid. Okay, so open. Dude, if that actually works out.
No, I'm dead.
Yeah, it does.
No, I'll pull it up right now.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
There's also a client version, or a coaching version, but it's the coaching app. So there's not as many availabilities or buttons and stuff,
Why the fuck is the password wrong though? Whatever, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, this is what you're talking about. I'm going to have to do this so stupidly, but this, right there.
Well, the screen is so small.
It's going to look like a phone.
Yeah. So I've got it pulled up right now. It's just a big rectangle. It's the same exact thing as the app, but when you record a video, you can do the Loom, have your little circle face.
I would much rather record it from my desktop.
There you go.
Okay. Dude, you just blew my mind. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm here for.
You're the fucking guy. Cool. All right. That made my life 10 times easier. And I just got a message from a prior client that wants to sign up again. Cool.
Dave's turning around real quick, huh?
Yeah, you gotta stay positive. All right. All right, so I'll do that. I'll start recording literally just walkthroughs of the app. This is how you do this, is how you do that. Because what's funny is I pretty much memorized it. Like when I'm on my review calls, like I don't look at my phone. Mm-hmm. I don't look at anything. I just literally just say, go to your bottom right, go to your top left, like things like that, and they'll just do it.
Yeah.
But this is going to be super awesome to do. And I was thinking about actually, like, if anything, doing like group calls, like group onboarding calls, like kickoff calls, eventually. Mm-hmm. And then that way I could just use this and screen record and share my screen. Wow, nice.
Yeah, there you go. Ta-da.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. That just made my night. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
What a sad way to make my night, right?
No, it's all good.
All right, cool. So I'll do that, and I'll record some videos, some videos. That'll make my life so much easier. And then obviously show things, and that way people can understand. Because I'm really just going to emulate what I walk through people anyways. Like, this is how to rearrange workouts. Boom. Yeah. And then we'll talk about, like, at least I have the video made. So then we'll talk about where we're going to put it. And that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Cool.
All right. So onboarding step, that's my workable for now.
Well, a lot of these can be combined into one video, you know?
Yeah. So for sure, 100%. But onboarding video is good. Handbook is being worked on. Awesome. What else?
Is to make a video or generally speaking?
Let's talk about onboarding still. Like I know there's a onboarding first 5 days, right?
Yeah. So, okay. Have you looked at that yet? That's one thing I don't think I've even, I made that kind of.
I looked at it when it was 3 days. I haven't looked at it when you moved it to 5 days.
Okay. Also, real quick, if you know the little drop down arrow on the titles, if you right click it, the hell was that? If you right click it and then click collapse all headings, you can navigate a little bit faster. Yeah, there you go.
No?
Yep. And it'll shorten them all up so that way you don't have to, because you have to scroll forever because there's so much shit in here now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Teach me something new every fucking 2 minutes. All right. Okay, so first 5 days of sale, yeah. So sales call, they get on the app right away. There's actually a Zapier we can do to automatically add them to the app. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. I'm trying to actually figure all that out for us too.
Yeah, once payment is received from them, it sends them into email.
Yeah. Were you looking to go with Zapier or did you look at Make at all?
I don't know what that is.
So Make is just the same thing as Zapier, but it's 10 times more affordable because, for example, 10,000 things with Make is like $10, but with Zapier, it's like 200 something. And I don't know if that's a concern for you, but I don't know.
I mean, that would be a concern. Why would I not want to save $200?
Yeah, I mean, because
I'm not a millionaire yet. Soon, but not yet.
Yeah, soon.
But okay, so let's just look at the differences in what we would utilize. I just know Zapier is just try, tested, and true.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's got so many more integrations. I think it's kind of like, I don't know what's a good example. It's like Optimum Nutrition, way gold standard. It's like everybody knows that's fine, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's other ones that might be better, but just don't have. Maybe they're more expensive. I mean, kind of like the same objections kind of thing. But
because I want to streamline this whole process. Like I worked on last night a whole new type form for me for onboarding. So I finished that. I just have to make it look nice. It's basically add pictures and shit. So I want that, and I want to zap it into something. You know, like when that's received, automatically they receive something, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then like when someone books a call with me, I'd love to be able to zap it so they get my onboarding call, which I need to make. Like I want to make an actual presentation of like my offer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's also going to help as well with sell by chat. I want to get into sell by chat, man. I don't want to fucking take, like when we start pushing clients again, I don't want to fucking take like 6 or 7 sales calls a day.
Yeah. I'm sure that adds up.
So like there's a sell by chat opportunity that I had. One I sold, like where I just sold the guy $1,200 for 3 months. It was like really easy, like pretty easy. But then I just figured I'm not gonna be able to replicate this. Like this was like a one-off, you know?
Yeah.
I need to have the Loom video. I need to have like, hey fam, this is how my program looks like. I have these 3 different options. Let me know, whatever, things like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, so that's just on the list of like zaps that we would do. Like I'm really looking to like automate things.
Have you looked into Zapier at all as far as like what it can do? Like actually dove deep? Can I share my screen with you real quick? Because we can actually explore it really quick.
Yeah. So
like literally with Everfit and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I stop sharing.
2. Look at me. Holy shit. I'm the man.
Yeah. You're the fucking boss.
Wait, how do I move this shit again?
I'm the captain now. Cool.
There we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it. I see you're on Typeform right now, integrations.
Okay, so this is Zapier. So you go to up here, go to app integrations, and then Typeform. And then the cool thing is, so you come down here, search for pairing apps. So you'd want to do this with Everfit, right? Is that what we're trying to do? Or are you trying to do something different? So they fill out the form, and then what? Or are you saying they pay and then they...
You can go one of 2 ways. Okay. So first way I'm thinking about is like the type form that we do, right?
Wait, they pay, then Typeform, then Everfit.
So let's just think. Yeah, they pay, then Typeform, right? So think about it like this: the Typeform would be our onboarding form. Hey, fill this out. Once you do, you're going to get access to the app.
So you'd manually send them the Typeform?
Yeah, or I'm trying to the way my mind works, Bryson, is that like I look at holes. So I look at ways that it doesn't work. Like that's how my mind works, and that's like just what my brain works. So right off the bat, what I was thinking was, okay, Stripe, Typeform, like zapping, right? So Stripe, Typeform, Everfit. Okay, now how does that not work?
Stripe, Typeform, Everfit.
So I can think of a way right off the bat, right? Where if someone pays me, okay, and I have it zapped into a Typeform, and then they zap into Everfit, right? What if, like, depending on the program they choose, like, how do we decipher this? Because think about it, like with the different dynamic pricing that I have for my clients, like in terms of like onboarding and stuff, like whether I'm doing like split pays or I'm doing a paid in full or whatever, and then of course like different, like if you're doing every other week or every week, I'm trying to sell someone every 6 week challenge check-in thing, because she was like, that's all she can afford. Trying to strong arm me with pricing, which I was like, get the fuck out of here. Besides the point. So, so the way I think about it is like, okay, how do we decipher this? Well, okay, and then a question on the Typeform that would trigger a different action on the Zap would be, which program did you purchase, right? Or which program did you choose? Correct?
Yeah.
Now, what's stopping someone from just choosing a different program?
I mean, I guess they could, but I always think about that stuff too, and then I think I get overworked about it, but I'm like, they probably wouldn't, because they would just be like, just choose the... I see what you're saying, though, because they have different options to choose from. You could just have the Typeform just duplicate it a whole bunch of times and have that last question be different, and then whichever thing that they sign up for, you send them that link, and then that link is associated with a certain Zap, and then the Zap takes them down that funnel.
Then that's taking away from the automation aspect, because that's still there's one step for a user. Well, there's 2 steps, because send payment link and then also send correct Typeform.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm trying to get it so payment link into Typeform, into Zap, into Everfit is all automated into one step. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see here.
That's how my brain thinks.
So, how can I don't even know how to phrase the question, dude.
That's fine, because we have to think about it logically speaking first, like what would we want, and then we can determine how to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, realistically speaking, though, like if I really think about it, why would I ever want to do that?
Why would you want to make it the automated?
No, why would I ever want an onboarding Typeform when Everfit will do it for me and also store it on their profile? Right?
So you're leaning more towards Everfit for the form then? So not Typeform?
Yeah, because it's already integrated in AutoFlow, right? Really, the step would just be for a client to get on the app.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So we can have a Zap for a client to just get on the app. They give me a payment link. I have certain payment links associated to a Zap. And then that's it, Because the way I would think about it is just, and I need to clean up my payment links for sure. I've done too many custom fucking payment links in a long time. But the way I would think about it is, okay, once that payment comes through, let me know. You're going to also get a text message and email and automatically to get you on the app once that payment comes through. Payment's confirmed. They inputted their email. They inputted their number. That's all we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Name and email to build a client profile. That can be automatically zapped, correct, to create a client and automatically associated with an AutoFlow, right?
You should be able to, yeah. Well, yeah. The thing with Everfit, though, once they get the invite form, they just fill it all out there. Like it's all in there. So I don't think there's any zaps required because it's just Everfit itself.
Wait, what's an invite form? What do you mean?
When you go into you go into Everfit and then you click on send client invite, and then they get the email, they get the link or the text.
But that's based off of a new client, right?
Yeah.
But you still have to manually create the client first and then send invitation. Is that what you're saying? Or is there a way? Or is there a way to send an invite and they can put up their information and then they make their own profile?
I think you can do that because I think you can grab the link. I think Zapier you can do that. I think you can grab the link, and then when there's a trigger, so they take care of the Stripe payment no matter what it is, then they go into Zapier, or excuse me, they go into Everfit. Zapier takes them from Stripe to Everfit with that same link.
Because that would make so much more sense.
Because I think it's just you send a link.
But where are the links?
I'm going to pull it up as well. So you go to new client, wherever that is. Let's see.
Add client. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Like this is how I've always done it. I create a username, like I create their first name and last name, add their email in. And then I always turn off email invitation, by the way, just because like with the way we work is just like, I want them to log in and see everything. You know what I mean? So I want them to log in and then not see their program. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I haven't been using an onboarding flow. So that's how I've been doing it. But what I was hearing from you, which I would love, is if there's just an invite link for them to just create their profile. Give me your name, give me your email.
Yeah, I think I might have just figured it out. Hold on one second. I'm trying to, because if you send yourself your own invite link, but keep the name and everything empty, I wonder if it will just populate just the link and then you can send that link. Does that make sense?
Well, no, it wouldn't, because if you were to add, you need to create, like, where are they going to send the link to?
So I'm trying to send the link to myself and then copy that link and then send it again to see if it would work. Does that make sense?
I think it wouldn't work because that invite link is associated to the client that you create.
Yep, you're right. Damn it. Yeah, I just tried.
So like if I were to try to sign up with your invite link, it's going to think I'm Bryson, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is fine. We can try to zap it. Can you go back to sharing your screen on Zapier?
Yeah.
And show me the integrations that we can do with Everfit.
Okay, so invite new clients in Everfit for every new subscription in Stripe. So that's the first one. Holy shit, look at that. Okay, sorry. So I just got this mouse and it's just, the scroll is so sensitive, so I'm going all over the place.
Right.
So new charge. When a new charge is completed,
Well, I don't do subscriptions, but if that still works.
new charge and new subscription, I think that would be paid in full, and then this would be recurring. New payment, there you go.
Oh. And it would automatically trigger.
So I'll click on, oops. So hold on. So we would pair this with
Everfit.
Yeah, so when they fill it, yeah.
But then can I like choose the onboarding flow?
Hold on.
I think it would work.
Yeah, I mean, you get 750 free ones to start, so we could just get a free thing and just try it out. I know it does get really complex, but
Yeah, let's at least have that when the onboarding flow and the auto flow is ready. We can just test it at once.
okay. Client connected. Oh, shit, we just got to keep going. Look at that. Assign client. So when they pay, they get assigned to this, and they get assigned to this. And they get assigned to the form, and the resource collection, and the workout program. To the auto flow. There you go.
This is really cool.
They would just have to have a start date.
Okay.
Client ID.
I mean, we'll see how that works. Like, I don't want to get too much in a rabbit hole right now. Let's at least have all the pieces set up. Let's have all the pieces set up first before we pull any triggers.
Okay, I'm going to send this to you just so you can go back to it quick if you want.
Appreciate it. Okay.
See, this is the type of stuff that I can do at work, actually, just the nature of what it is, because if somebody's coming over to my computer, I can straight and click out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Rather than being 20 minutes deep into typing something. What are you typing? Okay, I just sent it to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Received.
Cool.
Trying to think of what else. So can we go back to that? Do you have the Shadow Coach doc open?
Yeah.
Doc. Cool. Okay, so back to the flow. Sales call gets access to Everfit, so we'll still put that on, day 0. So we'll still put that on hold, whether that's a Zap or whether that's just like, okay, cool, I just got the call, amazing, I'm adding you, I'm sending you an email right now, let me know when you receive it. And I just go ahead and manually do that, at least for the time being, right?
Okay.
Like maybe Zap. And then that way it's already assigned to an autoflow onboarding and everything like that. I'm like, okay, so for the next few days while we're getting your plan together, I'm going to be sending you every single day different messages, different instructions to kind of get you set up while we're writing things. Right off the bat, you do have access to all the general training programs, all the diets that I've written over the years, things like that, until your custom diet is made, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The Zap, I think, is going to be super awesome now that I think about it. It's going to be super awesome, Bryson, with low ticket offers or sell by chat offers, because I want to get it to a point where my VA is selling programs over Instagram DMs, and like he's literally just sending links. Once they made the link, okay, you should have gotten an email, cool, talk to you, peace, and they automatically get in. And low ticket offer, there's no personalization, so it's really just getting people on the app, which this is literally what we have, we will have, minus the final day 4 and day 5 of, hey, your program's done. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's actually very good to know for Zach, because I fucking love to like get to the point of like, do you know who Trent Harrison is? Chisel Man?
Yeah.
Like, he's on pace. We were just on a call when I was telling you we were on a call. But Brian probably already posted already. He's on pace for 200K this month, which is insane.
This month.
So, yeah. So, which is super cool, because I think that's one of his biggest business models, is that like his low ticket offer is really good, because you just go in there and he has it all automated by his VAs. His VAs just sell and that's it. And like they never really, like, they get on the group calls, whatever, the coaching calls, but there's no check-ins, nothing like that, So I envision myself having that, because I can definitely sell fucking anyone $100 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
absolutely.
You sell 10 of them on a day, you make 1,000, which is not bad,
Yeah.
And then you give like discounts for paid in fulls, but whatever. It just fucks with my head, because I'm not going to lie to you. Why would I even go through the hassle of selling 10 people for $100, make $1,000?
Yeah.
When I can just make a sale for 2,000.
Yep.
One shot. What was that? Just me thinking. Okay, so we'll finalize the 5 days, but let me at least get together the apps and stuff and the videos, because that's going to go hand in hand. The videos will go hand in hand with the videos that we send on the days here, how to rearrange things. I'll probably do it by section. So I'll do like training, hey, how to on training, rearrange your workouts, start your workouts, things like that. And I'll have an example profile up. And then I'll also do a Loom video on like dieting. I would love to be able to tell people this is where you find your diet, you click it. So this is a sample meal option, whatever, how meal options work is blah, blah, blah. And then just go from there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
Am I missing anything on that?
I don't think so. So you're just trying to bundle together which videos you're going to have on what days, and you're going to work on that side of things, right?
Exactly. I'll set up my desktop to do some Loom videos. And I'll be like, this is the app. This is how the app looks like. You already got through here. So now is the time to show you how to do this and this.
Mm-hmm.
This is what meal options mean, and this is how you track your macros. The macro system, Bryson, I want to talk to you about because I definitely want to like overtrain on macros, like just a few 3 to 5 minute videos on, okay, MyFitnessPal, integrate it, cool, done.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I have this is what I do. I go here, done. Now, the one thing that I had in mind that Don Lamb had an idea of, and it fucking makes sense, is going into MyFitnessPal and creating public foods under the EmiFit. So I can create EmiFit chicken or EmiFit rice, right? So that way I'm like streamlining when people want to look up these ingredients, it's the macros that make sense to me, you know? So then that
it's also
way
sorts it all into one spot for them.
Exactly. So I think that's going to take a ton of work, but we can definitely do that. And I mean, it's not going to be too hard. I'm just going to put in the measurements that I've been doing over the years. Like 105 grams of rice to me is 30 grams of carbs. It's just how I program. So like that's how I do things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wonder if there's a Zap for that.
For what?
For MyFitnessPal. See if you can do something there.
Oh really? What would you be able to do? I can't even grasp like.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, I can't even grasp what you would do.
Dude, I don't know. That's just where my mind goes. Like, could you just automate the whole process?
I know.
I'm sure there is.
I just feel like there's a lot of user input, but it won't take too long.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's where my head's at with that. Cool?
Cool. Makes sense.
Okay. So macro training, I just want to consider like what trainings need to be done for. I want to overlap as much as possible. So I want to train people that have been on the program for a while with diets, and also people who are just starting with macros. You know what I mean?
You want to overtrain?
As in, like, I just want to get people like super ready.
Okay, so just like
do you have a macro section on here?
Yeah, I do actually.
Like macro training? Shit. It's like,
where is it? Here you go.
keep scrolling. Cool. Keep scrolling. Okay. Keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. Just keep going.
Okay. Just ends right there, I think. Supplements.
Okay. So that makes a lot of sense. That's perfect. So I'm just thinking about like videos like of actually how to. You know what I mean?
Like how to track your food, how to...
Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking, but I just know like...
Well, because I've got...
Our clients just aren't the brightest bunch, you know?
Yeah.
Like, some of them are just not, like, very low IQ people.
Uh-huh.
Just...
people... Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying.
It's just a dick thing to say, but it's just like, why can't you fucking think?
So I've got these videos that it's everything about, like, what's this one? Setting macros.
Oh, shit, let me see.
How do I move this goddamn?
All right, so now we have to change our
Can you hear the video?
macros and change our meal names. So hit more at the bottom right, and then you're going to go to goals. You're going to go to the nutrition goals, this middle of the screen, calories, carbs, protein, and fat goals. Click this.
Is there a MyFitnessPal for Mac?
Yeah, that's what I use to input everything for foods, and then so you know those cheat sheets that I made?
Yeah.
So all I did was put all those foods into MyFitnessPal, and then I just exported MyFitnessPal diary, and I just made that for me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that's why I have for all these. So all these are just different videos too. This thing, can you see this bar? The recording bar, can you see that? Like the pot. Wow, it's right in the way of everything. But yeah, so it's how to set up your MyFitnessPal account, how to set your macros, change meal names, how to track food, how to create bulk foods, how to make a cook.
But this isn't connected to Everfit, right?
No, for me, no. This is my own stuff.
Okay. Can you share this with me? Is that possible?
So I'll go.
Just share this folder with me.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Thank you. Then I can just replicate that. And what you're saying on Mac, like similar to Everfit, I can have a MyFitnessPal and a rectangle.
I don't know about. Well, actually, let's see.
Just because I'm trying to think of looming it as well on my desktop.
Because you can do this and it's similar. You could also just shrink your page, you know? How the hell do you? You can just shrink your page and it might be similar. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have it on the Mac anyway. Yeah, I just want to make it, like, I'll probably just have to screen record like you did and talk it. By the way, when you screen record, it hears you? Like, just from the iPhone thing?
Yeah, so when you go to screen record, let me show you. So grab your iPhone really quick. Do you have that screen record button on there?
Yeah.
So if you long press on it, it'll have a microphone button at the bottom, and you click that.
Microphone on.
It's it's very touchy though. So like when you talk, just don't have your phone right there. It's so weird because it's trying to record the audio of the phone itself.
Yeah.
And then also, so the audio turns to shit really quick.
Okay.
So
I got it. And I need to actually like assign myself macros and do it for a couple of days just so I can know how to fucking use it.
Yeah.
Because I wonder when you change. This is a question that I had that I haven't even checked. When I change my macros on Everfit, and I then of course link it to MyFitnessPal, does it change the macros on MyFitnessPal?
No, so how I teach my clients is MyFitnessPal is just the tool, and then to not trust, because it'll give you all those numbers like, oh, you exercise for 5 minutes, you can eat an extra donut or whatever the hell it is,
Yeah.
So I explain to not use any of those numbers, and so that's the confusing part. So that's actually why. So in here, I actually tell them to put the calories at 9,999 so that they know, like, don't even trust that number. Otherwise, it gets confusing because I've had people in the past like, oh, it said to eat 3,500 calories or whatever, something stupid like what you were talking about earlier.
So I can just emphasize that. That's actually a very good idea. Okay. I'll do that as well. So thanks for sharing that with me. I'll be able to go through it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next on the agenda?
Also with Everfit, you know how to see their macros and stuff? Because I know you don't do it right now, right?
Yeah. I have it for a few. I've been like, introducing. So what I've been doing actually is I'm trying to integrate it with a bunch of people as ASAP. Okay. Let me tell you why, because the reason behind that, I don't know if I think I told you this, is that I want to make it into a challenge for next month.
Oh, yeah. And
have people like share macro friendly meals, right? For those of you on our new macro based approach, let's share some macro based meals, whatever. And the person that's most consistent wins $500. I don't know. Something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's usually what it is. And then, what's it called? Yeah, so the reason I'm doing that is to like encourage people to like actually track their macros and like be creative with it. But I also want to create FOMO on people that aren't like tracking macros yet, because I want it to be seen as a value add, like a positive. So they're just like, oh shit, like Mina, can I go on the macros? So I'm like, fuck yeah, because like
that's smart.
Like some people will view this as like less work on my part, which 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like I also want to make it into a positive too, So that's
a win-win. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So awesome. All right.
That's a shit ton of leverage you have with the more people you have, the more people that are in your program, the more opportunities you have to do that stuff.
I'm really trying. Like I want to get people on macros ASAP. That's why I have you. That's the next thing I want to talk about is Exceed Nutrition, because the Exceed Nutrition goes hand in hand with MyFitnessPal, right?
Yeah.
Like that's why I did it, and that's why I bought it, because I was like, let's do it. So then that way, like I can already give people a whole bunch of recipes to try, and they're like, oh my God, I can have this? No way, things like. And I love the way you split it up, by the way.
All these categories?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome.
So hopefully that's easier to see.
Yeah. So in terms of the exercises, honestly, the exercise ones, I'm not even sure if I might just use it as a freebie rather than anything.
The programs?
Andrew's been working on the on-demand training, and I want to see how that works. Like, I would love if it's truly Netflix style, where it's like, choose this program and start it, and it gets automatically added to their workouts. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but if it did, that would be fucking great, because then they add to their workouts based on the program. They choose it, and then they can just start workout.
Can you create a separate on-demand tab and then put yourself in it to test that? Or put me in
That's
it?
what we're doing. I have Andrew right now doing that for the training. And then, of course, he can click it and then and see. So that's what he's been doing. I think he spent like 12 hours of his flight yesterday doing it. I bought him the Wi-Fi. I was like, here's the Wi-Fi.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Cool. Okay, cool. So that's the plan with Exceed Nutrition. Because also, by the way, did you actually see any that would be, you have it right down, lead magnets? Can you go down? What do you think of these? The lead magnet ones. Go up. The ones you marked as lead magnet.
Oh, yeah. So the habit starter kit. So a lot of these are actually just sheets. They're not really, they don't really have much in them. It's just a blank sheet and how to track. And I don't know, stuff like that. People are like, oh yeah, I want, and then they never use it. But, it gets them in the DMs, right?
Yeah.
So there's I should have linked them here. So the habit starter kit, that's like, I think it's just, that's a sheet. The meal planner, that's a sheet.
What's the progress tracker?
Progress tracker. That's, think of like an Excel, think of like a 4-column, 10-row box, and it's just like, on this day I gained this much weight. On this day you know what?
And
Actually,
planner?
hold on. They should all be in my dashboard right here. Yep, here we go. Let's see, how do I...
Go to training planner or something. Whatever it was.
All the progress. Okay, well, here's this one. Training planner, there you go. I mean...
Sick. Okay.
Keep going. There's a meal planner.
Yeah.
And then there's a macronutrient tracker. It's like we have MyFitnessPal for this stuff,
Yeah, I know.
The lifestyle diary. This one, like, I don't know, it's better. It's asking questions.
Yeah.
And food diary, MyFitnessPal.
MyFitnessPal.
Yeah. Comments. Progress recorder, same thing. This stuff's cool, but...
Yeah. All right. It's good to know that we have it, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
right,
slap your logo on there, yeah.
All right. Cool.
And then the habit starter kit. I think this one actually had stuff... Oh, no. Just Excel. It's a client tracker sheet right here. Yeah, it's got similar ones. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, this one was actually pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
It's interesting because there's male portion and then female portion,
Some of my females eat more than my male.
Yeah. Bulking season.
Yeah. They're just fucking monsters. Okay, awesome. All right. Yeah. Next on the list. So that is going to go hand in hand with the macro thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love to teach people I'll loom it as well and be like, yeah, and by the way, I have these recipes and this is how you would do it, right?
Yeah.
From there.
Well, I've got this as well. I don't know if you'd want this, but it's like an hour and a half long, a whole recording on how to track macros, actually, how to set up your whole meal plan yourself with macros. It's 9 whole ass videos, but hold on.
I think I won't need that only because we're going to start people with a meal plan anyways.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is here if you wanted it.
Yeah, share it with me. Sure.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you for being so helpful with that.
Dude, you're giving me this badass opportunity. So, yeah, of course.
I love it. I love the teamwork.
Okay, here's this. I've got a whole document too. That might be easier to digest than an hour and a half worth of videos.
Whatever works.
Okay. I got this master folder. This is where I do everything. Hold on. Wait, where is it? Oh, here we go. This is what it is. So it's this big, long-ass thing. Step 2, how to use it, how to use MyFitnessPal, how to do everything, what it looks like.
Well, that would be totally useful for our macro, our macro training, for sure.
Cool.
Of course, I don't want, this maybe for low ticket, as in, find your own macros and play with them,
Yeah.
But for, the other tiers, we're still assigning macros, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's just how to do everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I think my intent with this was how to set up macros for your own lifestyle, because people will give you macros and a meal plan time and all this stuff. And so what I was trying to get at with all this is by you creating this, you create your own meal plan for you to follow. And then you have that meal plan forever. So when you make adjustments, you keep on getting more and more and more. And like in a year's time, maybe you'll have like 15 different meal plans. So just the ultimate teacher for yourself. But yeah, that's the whole idea.
I'm just making sure. Okay, I got it.
This is kind of what I do as well, so it's just easier for me to explain. Like sharing my own story with all this. Yeah.
Okay. Fucking sick. I'm sorry, I'm like blanking because I was something I wanted to tell you. I like totally forgot.
It's all written for people trying to bulk though, which might be a bummer.
Nah, it's fine. By the way, word of advice for sure. I know you're very niche towards like people that want to put on muscle.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to like be a little bit more vague in your wording. So if you get the odd fat loss client, you know, they don't feel like they're out of place.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I've only had one person reach out to build muscle. Everybody else has been trying to lose fat, and I'm not turning them down whatsoever. I mean, but that was like a whole avatar thing that me and did Shal reach out to you for shadow coaching? That's how we got connected from Shal.
No, so Shal, I honestly even forgot her name. At one point, I literally was like, who the fuck did I talk to?
Yeah.
Because like she told me she's going to make a group chat. She reached out via messages. Like we have a whole group chat for MDM. Mm-hmm. And actually another guy swooped in before me. Right?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I tried to talk to him, but he was a dick. So thankfully it didn't work out. Huh?
Was it Jace?
No, it was somebody else. And he was like, hey, man, I'm looking for someone who's ready to go all in to build my empire. And when I was trying to talk with him, and he just kept leaving me on red. I was like, hey, bro, like, I'm trying to learn more information here if you can. Like, I'm ready to go. And then just nothing. So I texted Shal a screenshot. I'm like, yeah, he's not responding. So I don't know what to do.
Who the fuck was that?
I've got it in here. I can show you who it was, yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, let me tell you while you pull it up. The whole process was like, hey, I have this killer guy from the CLA. His name is Bryson. He, whatever, comes with experience, blah, blah, blah. And I just, like, thought to myself, I'm like, I just hired another shadow coach. Do I need another one? I was like, let's just work out. Like, I'm like, you know what, let me just shoot my shot and see what happens, right? Because I then decided, actually, I know you booked your interview a week after we talked, right? It was basically like a week. So then in that week, I decided, I really took a deep thought. I was like, yeah, I fucking need a shadow coach. So I actually hit up another guy as well. I told you this. I had another interview. I wasn't bullshitting you.
Yeah.
And then by the weekend, I had determined, I'm like, I need someone systems based, operation based. That's
crazy. Worked out great.
Yeah. And then I ended up talking to you. I was just like honest to God, Bryson, on the call, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking hire this kid. And I say kid as if I'm that much older than him. Just fucking a year older.
Yeah, you're a few months older than me. All good.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm glad it worked out.
Oh, me too.
So
it was Anthony.
Anismov?
Oh, I don't know. It was Anthony. I think you said Anismov. It makes me think he's Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked Russian. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dick. He makes a shit ton of money, but he's a dick. I love that guy though. Anyways, so cool. So what's next on the agenda in terms of our projects?
Okay, so we've got. Are we talking about this?
So let me, in terms of workables, right? Because I want to make sure that you have things to work on, so I'm not the one bottlenecking you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I don't feel that way at all. I feel like I've got a lot of shit to get done right now. So
good. So right after the onboarding handbook gets done, then I'm guessing the next piece of advice would be actually building the onboarding system, right? The onboarding flow.
Okay.
Correct?
Did you want me to focus on that or get the training and nutrition handbooks as well?
Handbooks in total, all three handbooks.
So those all go hand in hand. I should be able to because I got a lot. I got so much right here that I should just be able to put into Gamma.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't, honestly, I don't anticipate your handbooks taking too long, only because I feel like you've done the brunt of the work.
I just got to put it all in there. Yeah, I mean, in Todoist, I gave myself a whole thing right here. Like
Yeah,
by
I also
Sunday.
want to talk about to-do list as well.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that, like, I'm just talking about flow because I'm still standing by. I want the auto flow and the onboarding all clear cut done by February 1st. I really think we can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we can get the handbooks done, then we'll build the auto flow. In that time, I'll already have all the videos clear cut in terms of introductions, in terms of everything like that. So that way there's a whole bunch of things that we can send out. Hey, do this, do that, whatever. This is how you do this, is how you do that once you have your training set up. And then the only other thing that I can think of, though, Bryson, is like the timing of the first 5 days after sale. So can you open that again?
Yeah.
So like think about it, right? Like when it's like tour on the app, assignments, photo measurement, things like that. Like think about like rearrange workouts and like what the meal plans mean. Like that should probably be timed when like they actually have their shit.
So it'd be on day 4.
Right? Like think about it. If I'm telling you, hey, this is how you rearrange your workouts, but your workouts are blank, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
What am I really showing you? You know, so like for sure, like the intro to community, day 2, I kind of want the intro to community to be number 1, right? So that'll be like day 1. And stuff like that, just because I want them to do that ASAP, start in the green. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then check-ins, of course, expectations, what to buy, for sure, what to buy to see the best success. Maybe that can be day 3 instead.
What to buy?
I think day 3 in total can be day 2.
Okay. What do you want? Where do you want these to go?
So switch them, day 2 and day 3.
Okay.
And introduction, post, and community can be deleted because we already put that.
Okay.
And I'll make some shit up, dude. Like I'll fucking say, like, I'm not gonna make shit up, but I'll find things to talk about. Like, you know, routine and schedule is super important. You know, like make sure when you get assigned habits and stuff, like I want you to really take a look at things, blah, blah, blah.
You've got all these different topics here, so.
Yeah, exactly. Like I really will just look at the topics that we have and just see which ones which ones need videos and stuff. And then how to use meal plan options as well. Should be its own video. So like, you know, we're still working on your diet, blah, 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 but we'll do this and that and go from there.
Cool.
Because this should cut down the time that Johnny even needs to program, because everything's going to be created for him. It's really just program them and write them a diet. That's it. They already get added to all the resource collection. They already get added to the community. They already have a profile created with their pictures and weight, because then we're going to ask them to input that on day 1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then go from there.
Cool. Hell
Cool.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'll just create the videos and resources. We can talk about the actual order of things later. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, with
Right.
Gamma, I think you can just move these things around however you want. So I can just take this and move it. Yeah, you just move them around. Is that what you're talking about?
By the way, what was this video here? This video is going to be me going through the actual handbook.
That was just an idea. This is the video you sent me about the Exceed Nutrition. This is just a placeholder. So
I know. Yeah, I understood that.
So like they click on it, they get the video how to navigate, or maybe something to break the ice, how to, like, this is a lot, here's how to use it kind of thing. That was just the idea. You can totally scrap it. I don't care.
Yeah, to be honest with you, dude, like I can just, hold on, my sister. Hello? Hey. Just text me when you're outside. Okay, bye. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I think that can actually work. We can have a video there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I honestly can just go through the actual guide with them.
On the phone? Or what do you mean? The video?
On the video.
Okay, yeah. That was the idea.
Yeah, I love that. Okay,
Cool.
So, I mean, obviously in the video itself, I'm not going to actually have a video there, right? But
Yeah. And not this one.
Yeah. Okay, done.
Cool.
All right, so I'm just thinking about workflow. Anything else? I think we have our hand. By the way, checking questions have been fucking great.
Oh, I'm glad.
Like fucking great.
Hey, man,
Really
you're
worked out.
giving me a lot of credit for that, but you already wrote them. I just put them in order. So
Yeah, still, it's teamwork, collaboration.
it sure is.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Anything else?
Outside of these, of these, no, I don't think so.
Okay, so
we don't even have to talk about any of this stuff. I'm just trying to.
We definitely have enough work for the next week or so, maybe. Knowing you, you're fucking quick as shit. So I'm expecting you by fucking Monday. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm done. Yeah, wipe your shoulders. Hey, dude, I'm done.
Light work.
I have nothing else to do, but it's awesome. So the idea with the exit interviews was just thinking about like when a client terms, and doesn't want to renew, whatever, like just getting an exit interview of, where could we have been better? How did you feel about the program? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to do a testimonial video if you haven't already? Something like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I would think of for an exit interview. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw this. So this is the one where it's like a quality assurance call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And call the client after they know they're going to be called and ask them a series of questions. I don't mind that. When would this call be like throughout the course of the program?
That was the idea. I mean, I can't remember who I saw they did this, but it just created more honest feedback. Because it's like, if I'm getting feedback to you, it's like, I don't want him to think I'm a dick or whatever. But if I give it to Bob over here, I can be like, this guy's an asshole.
I actually like it a lot.
So that could be whoever that's not known or in the face.
I would actually be very strategic on this. And I'd be making sure I'm calling people who haven't committed for a longer term.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Who haven't committed for a longer term?
Yeah, so someone who is like either committed for like 3 months, right? Or they're about to term, something like that. Like that's where I do the quality assurance calls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sneaky ninja tricks.
Who would you have do the call then? Because if it was you, it kind of defeats the whole purpose.
I can't. No, I have like either you or Andrew or Johnny, or you guys have rotations or something. And it's very simple. Like, hey, I'm head of quality assurance. Like, just make some shit up. I'm head of quality assurance at ME Fitness. I work on a lot of apps.
We got to make an acronym like DOGE or some shit.
Yeah, like dope.
Yeah.
So something like that, I think, would make a lot of sense. But I like it a lot because it's also a temperature check on the client. Without them knowing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole idea. I can't remember who I saw did this, but I was like, that's genius. I have 2 clients, but
Awesome. No, I love it. Okay. Now back to that, and also exit interviews would be great. Dude, by the way, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm not adding the plate, add anything to your plate. In terms of the Q&A form, dude, I was just thinking about and let me know if you have a better idea. But I was just thinking about making an anonymous Google Sheets or Google Form. Mm-hmm. Super simple, and just putting it somewhere on the on-demand tab, maybe even on that resource of calls, and just pointing people there.
Anonymous questions?
Yeah, for our weekly calls.
For a Zoom call?
Yeah.
So it would just be in the on-demand or the resource collection. Just click on it, submit question. Yeah.
Yeah. I can make that in 2 seconds, so I'm going to do that. I just wanted to see if you had any better ideas. Everything that works out, that's good. We can put it in the resource collection, and I'll also have Michelle, when she posts the reminder for Zoom calls every Wednesday, to put that in the link as well.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's I'm trying to think of how Everfit works. I think having a link that's in the resource, I think that's just the best way to go.
Cool. All right. Low-hanging fruit definition.
This is from over here. It's just I'm just trying to make sure that we don't.
What was that question? I remember you had a question about it.
I think I was talking about the low ticket offer, and I said, is this whole thing just to get the low hanging fruit? And then you said, I have a different definition for low hanging fruit. We'll go over that on the call.
Yeah. Low hanging fruit to me is someone who's ready to buy. So it doesn't matter about the offer. It matters more about someone who's been in your DMs, he's ready.
Oh,
just needs that
quick and easy grab.
So a low hanging fruit definition would be someone who I post a sale, which I'm about. I'm once we have that onboarding thing set up, dude, I'm gonna post a fucking crazy sale. And I can guarantee because I've just been depositing value in DMs, making conversations, just ready, just deposits. So my definition is, if I post a sale, this person is going to reach out right away. Boom, I'm in.
Yeah, okay, I mean? That's low-hanging fruit.
That's low-hanging fruit to me. The low-ticket offer doesn't really mean a low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's more just someone who is just wants to start, has a budget, whatever, I get them on the platform and I can upsell them, something like that. But I just want to get them into the community. That's it.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense. How many DMs do you send? Do you personally send?
Right now?
Yeah.
Not many.
Okay.
My VA has been killing it. I have an interview with another VA tomorrow. I think I'm going to fire my first VA and just get another one.
Really?
Yeah. Besides the point, just.
Oh man, that's crazy to hear because shit. You talk to Michelle like I'm gonna fire this pricing guy. Fuck, dude, this guy.
Yeah. That's my next. That's my interview on Monday. No,
cool. I gotta go. So I'll see you later, bro.
No, I'm playing, bro. No, the VAs are different. They're very disposable because I work with a company that's affiliated with MDM. I hooked up with the guy that he trains VAs and just tells me like, hey, like when this one doesn't work, we do another one. It fucks with the person's livelihood. And I tried my best with this kid, but he's like, this is a big language barrier. Because it's just like there's some grammar shit that I'm just like, dude, like I don't even understand what the fuck you're saying. And I hate to sound like that, but I'm just like. If I can't understand how's it, but he tries his hardest. He's a workaholic. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I might end up getting on this interview with this other guy and just hire them both. And just have one work for me in the morning, one work at night, so that way I don't have to fucking look at my DMs. Mm-hmm. I fucking hate that shit. But besides the point, he's sending like 100 DMs a day because we've been gaining like 100 followers a day basically right now.
Holy shit.
So yeah, and I've only been posting once a day, but I've been boosting like some really good posts. Like one of my posts has gotten me like 400, 500 followers. Other one got me another 500, which is really good.
So boosting is not running an ad?
No, boosting is running an ad.
Oh, okay.
But I only boost ones that if one of my shits hits like over 7 or 8K, for me, that's a lot.
Is that views you're talking about?
Yeah. Like if you hit I know like Terrence and Brian, like they'll hit like 20, 30K, like it's nothing, right? But for me, 7K is a lot. If one of them hits that, I'm like, oh shit, this is popping. I'm gonna boost it, and then I boost it.
How much do you pay for that?
I've been ranging between like $25 or $30 a day, for like just like 4 or 5 days, just $100. But like Brian's been like pushing me. He's like, once things are ready, boost posts, like ones that you make for a boosted post. Like, hey, if you're a busy whatever and you're looking to do this, comment this below and I got you, or swipe up and DM me this and I'll help you out. Like that, an actual ad like that. He's like, dude, you should boost it for $50 to $100 a day. I'm like, all right, we'll try it. But that's after the onboarding. That's why I want onboarding to be set by February. Because honestly, bro, Bryson, I want February to be a month where I fucking hit like 60 or 70K. Mm-hmm. Like, I truly believe it, because I'm just going to fucking harp on the fact that a month has gone by, you haven't done fucking shit. Like, hire me. You know what I mean? And then that's like, they get in, they see a ton of value, and they just fucking upsell the shit out of them. So, cool.
That's so sick, dude. This is inspiring as hell for me.
We're going to do it, bro. We're going to fucking do it. Cool. Awesome. Todoist, do you mind if we put a pause on Todoist?
No problem.
Yeah, I can't think anymore.
No worries.
As long as it's helping you, great. I love it, by the way. I love the program. I just think, like, for me to actually, like, implement it, I want to know it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things you got to take some time to,
Yeah, and I just don't have the mental capacity right now.
Dude, so. No worries.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Short and sweet, but if you had to give me one huge, giant piece of valuable info that you wish you would have known when you were in my shoes, just barely starting, what would you do or focus on? Because I'm not feeling discouraged by any means, but I'm just feeling like I'm doing a lot of shit, but just not necessarily the right shit. Because here's the thing. So 4 years ago I did this, and I got 5 testimonials. I have 5-star review on Google, so I've got 17 or 18 5-star reviews on Google that I can use, but since then I haven't had any check or any before and afters, and so everything now is kind of based on back then, if that makes sense. So I've taken all the dates out, because it sucks to, for example, when I post a testimonial or a review, because I'm just trying to use all the social proof that I have, it'll be like, oh, 2020, and I'm like, it looks like I haven't done shit for 5 years. But also try not to overthink. I don't know, just feel like I've got so many different things going on, so I'm just curious what you would say if you were in my shoes.
I have a couple things. So first off, Google reviews, no offense.
Mm.
I don't even have a Google, I don't have one Google review.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never seen anybody even talk about that, but I was just like, it's a place to save all the reviews.
No. I don't think any one of my 700 clients or 800 clients that I've worked with in the past few years have ever looked me up on Google.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've gotten a few phone calls, but it's always some random shit. But
yeah, it's never going to be associated with much. So any testimonials you have, just keep them as a highlight, right?
Okay.
And constantly post. Do you have a person, you've transformed yourself, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's pinned right now, yeah.
No, dude, you should be fucking posting that shit a lot. At least twice or 3 times a week.
The before and after of myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
1,000%. Show that and, be personable with, what you used to struggle with and what you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, my sister's outside.
No worries.
That's what I would do, right? So be very personable in your own transformation, right? And really think to yourself, this is what Brian used to tell me. Think to yourself, you yourself, right? If you were trying to get yourself to be a client, what struggles did you face? And talk to that. Talk to those struggles. And then also your content is good, but split it up some more. Be more dynamic. Every 2 or 3 seconds, just switch like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I know, look, man, I know that it's fucking slow at first, but the last thing I'll say is the clients that you have, 2 or 3 of them, however many clients that you have at one point, dude, over deliver the fucking shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
If they're paying you $200 a month or $300 a month, whatever, bro, you should give them a program that's worth $1,000 a month. Because then when they're overvalued, they have nothing to do but try to repay you that difference in value. So they're just talking to their friends, talking you up, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's how my shit spread. Now that I think about it, that would be my number one advice. Because Bryson, at one point, I was only charging $100 a month for my coaching. They had 24/7 access to me, checking with me twice a week. All this shit. That's how I fucking grew, dude. Because people were just so over the moon happy that friends, told family, told everyone. And even if they weren't seeing stellar results, it's just the fact that they have you, right? And you have a good head on your shoulders when it comes to serving and also delivery and stuff with apps and the user experience. So, dude, fucking have one-on-one Zoom calls with them every week. Just you should just do that. You know what I mean? Just if you only have 2 or 3, you do that right now?
No, I'm saying over deliver on them like that with the Zoom calls and everything.
Well, they should feel like they are paying X amount, but they should be paying 10X.
Okay.
That's actually probably my number one piece of advice now that I think about it. Because that's how I fucking grew.
Just over deliver on clients.
I over delivered. People thought I was fucking nuts. I'm only paying $100 a month for this. Are you fucking kidding me? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
What did you do to over deliver like that? What do you, when you say give them a program that's worth $1,000?
First off, when at my time when I started, not to sound old, when I started and I've been consistent since, I didn't have Everfit, I didn't have any of this shit. Okay,
just PDFs.
So
right?
The PDFs and Google Docs and shit. But I was always communicating with them. I checked I texted them every other day or something like that. Yo, how is yesterday going? How's day especially when they first start. What went a long way is every day for the first 3 days. Yo, how was day 1? How was day 2? How was day 3? Things like that. In terms of the check-in process, I had them check in with me twice a week. I never did that daily weight thing. Zoom call with them every week. I would do that too. Yo,
one-on-one?
Yeah, you should. If you only have 2 clients, dude, you should. 100%.
Well, so one client is a free guy and he's wishy-washy. And then the other
doesn't
guy.
Matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
And then the other guy, he's the guy that we were talking about I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Doesn't matter. I would do that too. Over deliver, have him have no choice but to fucking hold himself accountable. Because yo, Bryson's taking his time to meet with me every week and talk to me. I have no choice but to kind of stick to this plan and see what happens. And then guess what? You see results, testimonial, before and after, everything. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Deal? I'll tell you one last thing because my sister's about to kill me. Sister-in-law, but I call her my sister. I had a call with this one client from California today. Dude, I wish I recorded that Zoom call because the way she was like just so happy over the moon. She was like, I feel better. I feel good. Like she's like super fit. She loves running, CrossFit, everything. She's like, this is exactly what I wanted to. I meal prep this way. You tell me exactly what to do. I feel all my CrossFit, everything is great. I love it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I wish I recorded it. And then I'm about to tell her like an extension for like $3,500. So it's like, you know, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's nuts, dude. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Anything else you need, let me know. Otherwise, I'm about to get fucking hung.
Okay.
But keep me posted on everything, and I'll keep you posted on when I start recording those Loom videos.
Cool.
Right?
Sounds good. I appreciate you, Mina. Thank you.
Of course, bro. I'll talk to you.
Yeah,
Peace.
see you later. That's it. Over deliver. All right. My brain's fried, so I'm gonna pause.